You're watching Boxing Entertainment TV.
War fight that I can remember. The only one was Pacquiao, but
he's younger in boxing years.
The boxing years is much younger. Herrera and
making the fight a little more than anticipated.
Marquez in the traditional Mexican colors. Now he gets a little nervous. He's got to go up against a conventional fighter, and there you see Marquez land a straight right.
Marquez is fighting a lot more aggressive than he normally and punching with a lot more authority.
2 fights ago, he lost a decision that
KO tonight. I never heard him say something like that.
Yeah, and he's got caught with a beautiful straight left right there by Jaca.
Jaca doing work to the body, but Marquez spins him around and now goes to town in the corner.
This could turn out to be a much more exciting fight than we all expected.
It was a left hook from Marquez.
It's the same as Marquez. It means we have a good, exciting fight on our hands.
Marquez doubles up with the left hand.
He's fighting a fast southpaw from the Philippines, but
between Juan Manuel Marquez and
when he fought Marquez.
When we go to the corner of Jaca out of 80. There you see how Harold Letterman scored the first round, and he gave it to the youngster from the Philippines. This fight was supposed to take place. He has joined.
I think that it was Marquez who did some of the hurting in that round, although
Marquez is a wee tad slower than he normally is, I think. He himself got caught with a right hook, even though...
There we go, man.
You know, going into this fight, it's...
Marquez.
In this fight, if Marquez can make adjustments and start to pull away.
Marquez trying to end round 2 with a flurry.
He pulls back a lot, just enough to make Marquez, instead of throwing punches and just staying there,
to dominate as the rounds go on.
I don't know if he's going to be that effective. This guy seems to have his number here tonight.
I've seen Jaca miss a little bit more in this round than he was earlier.
Take it to another level.
See Marquez applying a little more pressure here.
Marquez showed you a little bit of the speed that he says he has left. Marquez starting to settle into the fight now. Jaca unloads an uppercut. Jaca's punch output slows down just a little bit. Marquez trying to steal another round. Jimrex Jaca. Like the style of Jimrex Jaca. I mean, this is
aggressively, but like he really's trying to take this guy's head off.
Both fighters now passion in previous fights. He maybe then would have gotten the fights that he wanted to have. Or was explosive.
Yes.
Jaca doesn't have the punching power, Marquez, but he's fighting a very good fight and thus far.
Normally against southpaws, Manny, guys are on guard for that straight left hand and don't see the right hook. Marquez seems to be caught with that straight left hand.
Pacquiao punches with a lot more speed and power than Jaca.
Vulnerable still, he is fighting a southpaw with a good straight left hand, and that's put him in kind of the, you know, he's active against a guy like that. Might that not be an advantage against Pacquiao in a rematch?
But what I just watched,
it's an even fight.
And you saw control over Jaca's left eye. Emmanuel Stewart and Max Kellerman. And this was supposed to be a rebirth here for Juan Manuel Marquez.
Got a watered-down version of Pacquiao right here in front of him.
This is why some fighters don't watch tape, and Jaca says he doesn't watch tape of his opponents.
Well, gamesmanship maybe there by Marquez. Jaca, he wanted to make sure everything was all good. Marquez wouldn't touch gloves.
Bad cut when you see 2 heads bump together. That's what happens when 2 skulls crack.
I'll tell you what, if Harold's scorecard's right, that puts Marquez in some trouble.
And Marquez, you can tell, sensing he doesn't want to fight to be in danger because of the cut. Going to work here in the 5th round. This is the 5th fight that we know of with Jaca.
More popular fighters.
Marquez shot a big volley trying to, get even after getting cut. Jaca's trying to take control again.
Blood streaming down the right side of Marquez's face.
Time, no punching.
Landing 14 of 43, Jaca 12 of 40. Juan Manuel Marquez.
Sometimes when fighters aren't, he lost to Freddie Norwood, controversially. Profile among the top fighters in this weight class. And he does seem to be fighting harder since the cut.
And he's, to me, landed more punches in the fight in the stretch.
Well, it wouldn't be a dramatic win if it wasn't against a determined guy.
Who seems to be unawed about this pro-Mexican crowd. In particular, they're excited about after what happened with Pacquiao in the Mexican last week.
Pockets.
Good right hand.
Marquez landing flush upstairs on Jimrex Jaca.
Very determined fighter. Can't time it.
The blood streaming down on the right side of Marquez's face. You see him wiping it off. In between, firing big shots. Fellas, safe to say, not what we expected.
But I gotta say this: if the fight is stopped, you gotta score that partial round. 4-2, Marquez.
Punches, and Marquez punches good with both hands.
Fights.
Well, that is truly the case, I believe. I think he gets hit a little bit more than he used to, but he's.
Oh, nice uppercut by Marquez. And then he won it in his last fight.
Fighting a very good, exciting, power punching fight tonight.
And Juan Jaca's getting the biggest payday of his career, as you mentioned, Max, $50,000. He says he plans on going back to the Philippines. He wants to build a house. He has a wife.
You can build a couple in the Philippines. He's really fighting a spirited, inspired kind of fight.
He says he has no other hobbies. No, it's a second accidental headbutt. And you can see once again, Marquez wants to take matters into his own hands. Jaca standing right there with him, going toe-to-toe.
But Jaca came right to him as soon as netted punch for punch.
What an exchange!
Jaca's going right to him. He's not taking it easy. Both guys are meeting each other head on.
Marquez's face in a furious exchange with a determined contender.
No, they're going for the knockout, both guys.
The right side of his face. It's a little odd there. Lawrence Cole telling Marquez he was ahead on the score.
Definitely odd. I'm very seldom. I don't recall ever hearing that.
His face is ripped open, and he wants to fight on.
How could Lawrence Cole have any idea?
Would quit knowing they were ahead in the fight.
They would just actually run the rest of the fight, even if there's no cut involved, just on points.
And the guys, a point that was just brought to my attention. Doing a nice job on that cut.
He's been always the boxing guy in his life, for he and his brother Raul.
Rafael.
Jaca now trying to do some work against the ropes, and he comes back. Oh, big left hook by Marquez. He doubled up, and it floors Jaca.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I'm surprised.
I don't think Jaca knows where.
To all boxing aficionados, please leave your comment, like and share this video, and don't forget to click the subscribe button. This has been your channel, Boxing Entertainment TV.